All right, this is LBG on and the Rev, man. We're on air. We're on air. What do you think?
We are on air. I don't think that's actually possible because I think I'm a lot heavier than air. So I think it would be more like air is on me. I think I would fall through the air and then be under air.
Under air?
Yes.
Under kind of like underwear. Under air.
Underwear? Under air.
Under air. So we were talking about Scrubs, man. They're coming back for a 9th season. And I just, I couldn't believe some of the shit that they're going to do to try to milk this franchise. The 8th season was supposed to be the finale. And, don't get me wrong, some of the interns were kind of funny. I found that there weren't as many laugh-out-loud moments with the interns as they were just, like, in the 1st and 2nd season.
True, when JD and Turk were interns.
Yes.
True. I agree.
And so what we're going to do is we're gonna bury Scrubs. We're just going to do a funeral service for it here, LBG and the Rev style.
Yeah, I think the original Scrubs needs to be buried like the original Saved by the Bell. It was great, but and the new class, while entertaining for a new generation of youngsters, not going to capture the audience of the original.
When I think of Saved by the Bell, though, I think it should have been buried at about "Good Morning, Miss Bliss." The first 13 episodes.
Yeah, but then we would have never seen Kelly Kapowski hit puberty.
This is true. And you know what? I kind of feel sad because I saw Kelly Kapowski hit puberty, and then I saw her hit menopause in my lifetime.
Wow. That's harsh.
I saw Jessica Spano go from valedictorian to gutter slut.
These things happen, yes.
They happen. But, we're talking about Scrubs here. Scrubs is an awesome show. Bill Lawrence, he brought us such wonderful shows as Spin Shitty.
Spin Shitty, which would have been the Charlie Sheen years.
The Charlie Sheen, yeah. That was a franchise they overmilked. They overmilked the fuck out of that one.
And no offense to Charlie Sheen, by the way, who is absolutely great in 2.5 Men, I think.
No, 2.5 Men's a great show. The character was writ around him.
No, don't get me wrong. I didn't say it was a great show.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying Charlie Sheen is great in it.
I like that.
Now it is an amusing show.
So we're starting out, and I would like to try to get the top 3 episodes, in your opinion, from this show. And it's a daunting question. So what we'll do is... you'll give me one of yours, I'll give you one of mine, and we'll just alternate there so we get a little bit of time to think on that.
Sounds good. Okay, and now, in no particular order,
right?
I would have to say the Airband episode, definitely in the top 3.
Yes, my half acre.
At least for me, yes, my half acre. I mean, awesome.
Well, first of all, Mandy Moore. Put her in the spank bank.
Need we say more?
we don't. I don't think so. No, I can't say anymore.
There we go. And for me, I mean, not just Mandy Moore. I mean, absolute eye candy. I would pay $3.99 to rent a DVD of her reading the phone book.
Oh, no shit, I would too.
But if none other than Turk's audition for the Airband.
Oh, that was priceless.
Yes, Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison with the dance routine.
Well, first of all, anytime Turk dances on the show...
Absolute money.
Whether it was a victory dance...
Yes.
Or an actual performance, because dude was always breaking out. Whether he was singing the theme song to Sanford & Son or the Jeffersons, as we've seen in some episodes.
Yes, and yet Turk's victory dance, second only to Elliot's I Told You So dance.
I gotta disagree on that one.
Oh.
Season 8.
Okay.
One of the first episodes of Season 8, Steak Night. The Snake Night Dance. Oh, man. It was a great opener for Season 8, was the Steak Night Dance.
The Steak Night Dance.
And you gotta admit, Turk's eating habits throughout the whole show, being a diabetic and all, and just his affinity for meat was just awesome. In fact, that was one of the ideas I wanted to run by you, Rev, is that when we get successful, if we get successful, we need to go to Texas, you and I, and we need to do a show from there after the LBG, have won the steak challenge.
Oh, are you going to eat the 72-ounce steak?
I'm going to eat the 72-ounce steak. I'm going to eat the fixins.
Oh.
You know, my eating exploits are well known and well lamented. And
well, you know, they've got live webcam, so people around the globe could log on to the internet and watch the LBG down a 72-ounce steak with a baked potato and garlic bread.
Shit, yes. As a matter of fact, I almost want to see if I could pull this off twice even. Go back the next day and see if I could really define myself.
Okay, now before you commit to doing that, they make you pay for the steak up front, right?
No, I've read the rules. I have gone through all of the little pamphlets and stuff. This is something I've dreamed of since I was 19. I drove cross country. I went through Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo for all the white people out there.
That's me.
There you go. And I saw this, and I pussied out, man. I was like, I wasn't man enough for a 72-ounce steak back then, because I feel you. I was the mini LBG. But then again, though, even LBG at this day and age, is very, very intimidating.
Yes.
To take on that much meat. I mean, it's the size of a bicycle seat. I was watching Man vs. Food, which is a crazy show. And hey, that was a fucking insane amount of food, and he took it down in a half hour. But he's a fat eating motherfucker, So what can you do?
Yeah.
But anyway, so one of my top episodes. It's funny. I grade the episodes a little bit differently. There is the comedic episodes, and then there's the drama episodes. And then you have your comedic drama episodes where it's really, really funny. Like, for instance, in that first episode in Season 8, you had your really, really funny stuff happening all through the first part, and then it just takes a dramatic U-turn.
Yeah.
It just ends on a downer, and it was very heartbreaking. But one of mine was a dramatic episode. It had to do with Dr. Cox, right? Mm-hmm. He's toted up himself. I think the episode was called My Free Lunch.
Okay.
They get they need organ donors, right? Mm-hmm. And he gets this one chick comes in with rabies. And they give the organs to 3 other guys. And Cox literally for the next 4 episodes has a nervous breakdown.
Yes.
That one's got to be in my top 3 right there. Really, really awesome episode. It's nice to see a strong, evil character, the antagonist like Cox, really fall like that and just see him vulnerable. And I think John C. McGinley made a great effort as in his acting with that to really bring dimension to that character.
Yes, I do remember that episode. Another one of my favorites is the follow-up episode after he has the nervous breakdown when he's chilling at home on his mental leave, and when JD goes to give him the cheer up pep talk, and he takes the victory sip from the glass, and Cox reminds him, "You don't drink scotch," and he just spits it right back out into the glass.
It's funny. I was talking to my sister. My sister, she's a bartender, and she knows that I drink those soft, cushy apple teeny drinks.
When did the Queen start drinking straight drink?
She calls me John Dorian, so that what she knows what I get, because I had one Midori Sour one time, and I hadn't been drinking for a long time, and I had a hangover. I mean, I'm talking about a full-blown throw-up hangover.
Wow.
And she's like, "You are a fucking pussy. You are only getting O'Doul's on the rocks, watered down, light."
And even then, you're chasing it with a large glass of ice water.
Oh, I know. Let's see. One of my top 3 going into the second one, there was a comedic episode. I think it was called My Best Laid Plans. And it was the one where I believe it was the janitor and Cox get this. No, I think that was another one. Damn it. Dr. Molly Clock, that was it. Dr. Molly Clock, of course, Heather Graham played this one, and it was the one where she was going to sleep with JD.
Yes.
And he had to get the note from Elliot.
Yes, the permission slip.
The permission slip. JD may fornicate with whoever he wants.
Yes, and when he finally catches up with her as she's getting into the cab, and he gives her the note, which she opens and says...
She says, "Oh damn, what happened?" It was a great climax too.
Yes, she says, "JD, this note's for you." She hands it back to him, and the note says,
"Oh, I can't think of it. What does the note say?"
It says, "Now we're even."
Yeah, because they were uneven over something. But
because of the bad breakup.
Oh, you're right. There was because that was season 4. After season 3, they had broken up at the wedding, at Turk's fucking wedding.
Yes,
dude. One of my favorite parts of that episode, though, was, well, there was a couple of them. First of all, he's trying to get there. He gets on his fucking scooter, Sasha, and just drives it straight into the wall.
Yes. And then he has to go back to the hospital.
Right.
The janitor says, "I'll give you a ride," and dumps him off in the middle of a frickin' cornfield or something.
And what he says is priceless. He's like, "It's been 4 years. How do you not
get how this works?"
That was a really priceless episode.
Neil Flynn, comedic genius.
Great episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
On your side, what do you got?
Oh, wow. I got sidetracked with Dr. Molly Clock.
Oh, how do you not get sidetracked? Like, for instance, she had, what was that, amnesia patient?
Yeah. Oh. Any episode with Private Dancer.
Oh, fuck yeah. Private Dancer came in, what was it, around the 5th season? Somewhere around there?
That sounds about right.
And I think that was one of the episodes where Kelso revealed that he had a sailor's name tattooed on his ass.
Yes. And yet, that other sailor had Dr. Kelso's name tattooed on his.
Yes.
So you had to be there, but you would understand.
Another one of my comedic favorites came from season 8. I think it was like the 3rd to last episode, where we find out that Dr. Kim Banks?
Yes.
Who had JD's illegitimate bastard child.
Yes.
Is dating one of Elliot's old boyfriends.
Yes. Scott Foley,
yes.
Scott Foley, apparently taking a break from his critically acclaimed work on The Unit to come back to Scrubs.
The Unit. What a great name for a show.
I know, I love that show. I love the name of that show.
What was really funny, though, was...
Oddly enough, it's about Army men. I don't know.
But what was funny, though, is that halfway through the episode, all right, so JD and this character, I forgot what the character's name was, damn it. Sean, was his name Sean?
Sean, yes.
Yeah, they have to make peace, Yeah.
And
so he tells them, "Hey, we're wiener cousins now."
Yes.
And they do the little
wiener cousins. Yes.
And what's killer is all through the episode, you see these guys come together and they do the little
pinky lock. Yes.
And what was just as funny as that was, okay, we had the wiener cousin, right? And then Elliot had the pachinko sister.
Yeah.
Awesome piece of episode there.
Paging Dr. Reed to the Bajingo Ward.
Guess you couldn't say her private parts.
Another great episode. Another great episode. And probably the greatest PA announcement of the entire Scrubs show. Paging Dr. Reed to the Bajingo Ward.
The Bajingo Ward. They had an episode where they were trying to get a surgery position, and they were all kissing the guy's ass to try to get this position.
Yes.
And Kelso comes out with Dr. Prick. or it was either Dr. Prick or Mr. Prick or something like that. You had to dress up like a syringe.
Yes. I remember that. And I remember when the surgical attending tells Turk that he's certain he's got a definite position next year. He's one of the interns who's going to be hired as a resident. And Turk tells him, "If you're going to Kelly Ripa me, I will freak the hell out."
Great pop culture reference too.
I think that should have worked its way into mainstream culture.
We can do it. We should make it a Kelly Ripa. You Kelly Ripa motherfucker.
Yeah, I think any time that you pull a super psych on somebody or you induce them into an epic fail, as is the current pop culture term, which I actually kind of despise, I think it should be renamed The Kelly Ripa.
I'm with you there. Let's get a thing going to Congress.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's get Bro-Obama to push legislation through.
Legislation, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a mishmash of legislation and menstruation.
Menstruation, as opposed to womenstruation.
Yes.
Last episode on my list there. As a top episode, had to be the Brendan Fraser exit episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where basically the whole episode, he's pretty much dead, but you don't really realize it until the end of the episode there.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Brendan Fraser had a great entrance. He had a episode earlier in season 1, I think it was, where he made his entrance. He was Jordan's brother, right?
Yes.
Which, don't get me wrong, fucking A. Jordan. I just want to give a mad shout out to Krista Miller, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
Pretty Krista Miller, not near the end of the season where she over-Botoxed her shit. But, I'm talking Drew Carey, Krista Miller.
Yeah. Let's think back.
Let's go to the Spank Bank. Cleveland indeed did rock.
Cleveland did rock. I would have to agree with that.
But, yeah, that was a great, great episode. Probably one of the greatest episodes that came out of that series was that deal there. All right, let's see. Let's move on to some more Scrubs trivialization here. One of my favorite characters on Scrubs had to be the Todd.
The Todd.
How do you not love the Todd?
The Todd.
All right. And Todd was notorious for his fives, slapping people 5, okay?
Yes.
And each of the 5s had like a name.
Yes.
Okay?
I loved how when Turk in the episode where Turk was giving him a long drawn out speech and the Todd drifted off and he says, "Oh man, I totally wasn't paying attention to what he said." Okay, just take the last word he says and add 5.
And it really took us into Todd's mind at that point.
Yes.
So,
the Todd's mind.
The Todd, yes. My favorite 3 5s that he gave out.
Okay.
All right. The entire Coffee Bucks 5 in season 8, where basically they're sitting around the Brain Trust. The Brain Trust. They're sitting around. He does something and he goes, entire Coffee Bucks 5, and he works his way around the entire Coffee Bucks. That was priceless. Do you remember any of the 5s?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to, but man,
there's so many of them. And
there
were
were
all good.
There were so many. It's like.
You remember in season 8 when they went to Hawaii for the janitor's wedding?
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas. And they met the guy that taught him the 5, and it was like the ultimate 5.
Yes. The ultimate 5 that had the shockwave to it.
The shockwave, like a planet had exploded, and there was a level 5 shockwave coming that way.
Yes, that was the ultimate 5.
The ultimate 5. Another good 5 that I enjoyed was the disrespecting nurses 5. Nobody respected the nurses. Disrespecting nurses 5. Another good one that I enjoyed was the Betrayal 5.
Oh yeah,
they were trying
the Betrayal 5.
What were they doing? They were. First of all, the episode was epic. I forgot the name of the episode, but it was epic because they were trying to get, what was it? They were doing some kind of kiss-ass thing to Dr. Wen.
Yes.
And he had forgotten his briefcase.
Yes, and the Todd helped Turk.
They fought the ninjas.
Yes, they kung fu fought all the ninjas and other interns.
Yes.
And they whooped ass. And in the end, it was just Turk and the Todd left standing.
Yep.
And the Todd gave him the Betrayal 5.
The Betrayal 5. It was almost biblical in its design. Fucking Judas. The Betrayal 5. Awesome. All right, so the 5s. Let's move on to another Scrub subject, which I'm near and dear to my heart. The hottest chicks. There is a lot of hot chicks on that show.
Dude, Gift Shop Girl.
Gift Shop Girl. Tasty Coma Wife.
TCW.
TCW.
Yes.
Played by the ever so lovely
Amy Smart.
Amy Smart.
Yes. And by the way, Gift Shop Girl lighting up the screen as Chuck's sister.
Yes. I liked in near the season, what was it? I think it was season 7 somewhere, where they talk about JD can only see people that are unmarried.
Yes.
And we're like, what happened to Gift Shop Girl?
Yes. And Turk says, would all the married women in the room take off your wedding rings? And all of a sudden the room is standing room only.
Something right out of Tolkien, right there.
Yes. He goes, gift shop girl, I thought you died. No, I just got engaged.
There, of course,
I sent your mom flowers.
There, of course, was Mandy Moore. As I said, she was priceless. Oh, yeah. Carrie Russell.
Absolutely.
And the girl that would mac with anybody. It was great.
Yes, but wouldn't let him get to second base.
Dude, I would have to beat that bitch down. You can't go to Boob Town. Of course, the beautiful Dr. Kim Banks. Actually, no, Kim Briggs. Elizabeth Banks played the character, but Kim Briggs was the name of the character, who had
gotcha.
JD's child there. Yeah, look that up. Let me get a confirmation on that. There was a couple of other ones that were priceless on there. Danny. Danny, Jordan's little sister.
Oh, yeah.
She made for some great comedy relief on the show.
Yeah. Dude, Dirk, I was sleeping with Danny last night and she screamed out her own name. Yeah, well, I'm totally dating this guy named Danny now.
Oh, and wasn't it totally priceless, the sex gong?
Yes.
The fucking sex gong.
Oh, man.
All right, let's end out our Scrubs tribute here. Our Scrubs funeral, if you will. With Scrubs has had a lot of great guest stars.
Yes.
Finest guest star off the top of your head.
Didn't we just cover most of them?
Oh, that is true. A lot of the hot chicks that were on the show were great guest stars. This is true.
I mean, should we not? I mean, can we not give it to? I don't know, Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, if not then one of the top 3 at least.
She definitely gets a top 3.
I mean, Michael J. Fox was a great guest star.
That was the one I was going to mention. Michael J. Fox, with his affliction.
Yes.
Now in this show he played an OCD, but
yes.
They talked about he's got Parkinson's.
Yes, he's pretty advanced Parkinson's.
They said he is fucked up. Yes. And just seeing him perform through it and make it part of his performance really, really brought that out. And it was a great. He was in there for it 1 episode or 2 episodes?
I believe it was 2 episodes, and he was awesome.
And I think it was the 2nd episode where the janitor made the thinking toilet up on the roof.
Yes, he said, and because he always had to go home,
right,
to use the bathroom, and he mentioned it to JD. Yeah, it's that damn roof toilet. Oh no, I believe it was Elliot Reed.
Yeah,
it's that damn roof toilet, and she said, "Can't lick it." He said, "God no, I can't even look at it."
Yeah, that was a fantastic episode. Of course, Brendan Fraser's episodes and just him in general, playing his usual kooky Encino Man self.
Yeah,
I think every performance Brendan Fraser has given since Encino Man has been just a carbon copy of Encino Man thereafter.
That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible. But I did love the game of gay chicken that he played with Dr. Cox. That was
great. You know what? The gay chicken, I wasn't ready for it. That one took me completely and totally aback. The gay chicken episode.
Now that's something that an old friend of mine and I used to do many years ago. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking back in the 90s before Scrubs was even on the air, and we didn't even call it gay chicken.
Right.
We didn't know what to call it. All I know was that his wife and my girlfriend just called us plain gay.
Right.
Even though our lips never touched, but it was interesting. It was something scary, let me tell you. It was scary being a part of it.
I've got a visual of it now. We met up earlier, and I evoked the Blues Brothers because it's been a year since we've made a recording, and I was like, it was like that moment at the very beginning where they get Jake out of jail, and you just see that dramatic beginning, and then they begin the She Caught the Katie. Which is interesting because. See, I had seen the movie before I even knew that the Blues Brothers were on Saturday Night Live. And so I didn't understand the beauty of them having that reunion like that.
Right.
And then I went back and I went and watched my history there, and then I was like, oh, that does make sense. And it was a beautiful moment, and it was very nostalgic for me at that point.
Gotcha.
All right, so as I said, Scrubs will be coming back for Season 9. I'm not feeling it. I'll watch it because, well, I'm a devotee. But there's a lot of hard truths that were possibly have milked as much out of this franchise as we can. If they do, I hope they bring back Jo, because she was hot as hell. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
That was about the only thing that really was redeeming about those interns in that last season was Jo.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. I did like the little squeaky intern.
Was that Slagathor?
Slagathor.
Kelso renamed her or something. The little squeaky one. That's great. All right, so as we said, rest in peace, Scrubs. We'll miss you. You were a great show. And
we hardly knew you.
Yeah, we hardly knew you. And I'm just going to be waiting for that next show, whatever that next show that's going to take over and capture my attention and make me want to buy it on DVD instead of watching it on the goddamn commercial-written television. So, this is LBG and the Rev signing off on this one.
Signing off.